The search for meaning in life is a universal journey, a quest for fulfillment and purpose that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. And this search for meaning is the central theme of Abbas Kiarostami's film Taste of Cherry, a film that explores the depths of human existence and the nature of reality through the eyes of its enigmatic protagonist, Mr. Badi. The film begins with Badi, a middle-aged man, driving through the hills surrounding Tehran, searching for someone to help him end his life. As he encounters various individuals, we are treated to a series of philosophical conversations as each person offers their unique perspective on life and death. The dialogue in Taste of Cherry is sparse but rich in meaning. Through their interactions, we see the diversity of human thought as well as the common thread that runs through all of them: the search for meaning in a world that can often seem meaningless. At its core, Taste of Cherry is a film about existential questions about what it means to be alive and what happens after we die. And yet, it is a film that does not seek to provide answers, but rather presents us with the questions themselves, to encourage us to explore and consider them for ourselves. This is the hallmark of Abbas Kiarostami's style as a filmmaker. He is a master of understated storytelling, allowing the audience to draw their own conclusions and presenting the world as it is, without judgment or commentary. And this is why Taste of Cherry is not just a film, but a philosophical work of art. It is a film that invites us to contemplate the nature of reality and the meaning of life, to question our assumptions and to seek out our own answers. The visual style of Taste of Cherry is an essential part of its philosophical and existential themes. Abbas Kiarostami's filmmaking techniques bring to life the film's meditative and introspective atmosphere, allowing us to fully immerse ourselves in this world. Throughout the film, we are treated to long shots of the rolling hills surrounding Tehran, which serve as a backdrop to Badi's journey. These shots are often framed in such a way as to emphasize the vastness of the landscape and to suggest a sense of infinite. This serves to reinforce the film's themes of life, death, and the search of meaning. As Badi drives and interacts with the individuals he encounters, the film often uses close-ups of his face to emphasize his emotions and thoughts. These shots are intimate and personal, allowing us to feel a sense of connection to Badi and to experience his journey alongside him. Kiarostami's films are known for their realistic and naturalistic style, and Taste of Cherry is no exception. The film was shot on location using non-professional actors and minimal sets. This helps to create an atmosphere that feels authentic and true to life and reinforces the film's themes of reality and the search for meaning in the everyday world. Taste of Cherry is a minimalist film with a stripped-down style that emphasizes the film's themes of existential questions. The film's dialogue is sparse and the cinematography is often unadorned, relying on the landscape and the emotions of the characters to carry the story. The visual style of Taste of Cherry is an integral part of its philosophical and existential themes. Through its long shots, close-ups, naturalistic style, and minimalist approach, the film invites us to contemplate the meaning of life and the nature of reality, and to experience its central character's journey alongside him. The film's style is a perfect expression of the unique vision of Abbas Kiarostami and a testament to his mastery as a filmmaker. Taste of Cherry is filled with thought-provoking conversations that delve into film's central philosophical themes of life, death, and the search for meaning. When Badi encounters a seminary student, they discuss the question of why people want to die. The student argues that death is not the end of life, but simply a transition to another state, and that death is not something to be feared. This conversation touches on the idea of the cyclical nature of life and death and raises questions about the meaning of existence and the afterlife. When Badi encounters a Kurdish soldier, they discuss the nature of war and violence and the idea that life is nothing but a series of problems. The soldier argues that death is the only escape from the difficulties of life and that the search for meaning is a futile effort. This conversation touches on the idea of existential nihilism and raises questions about the purpose of life and the value of human existence. When Badi encounters an Afghan taxidermist, they discuss the idea that life is not worth living and that death is the only escape from the difficulties of existence. The taxidermist argues that life is a gift and that death is the final chapter of a story that we all are writing. This conversation touches on the idea of the value of life and the significance of death and raises questions about the meaning of existence and the search for purpose. The film's dialogue is a testament to the power of conversation to illuminate the big questions of life and deepen our understanding of the world around us. The scene with the old taxidermist is one of the most powerful moments in Taste of Cherry. In this scene, the taxidermist shares his own personal story of suicide, which serves to deepen our understanding of the film's themes of life, death, and the search for meaning. The taxidermist tells Badi about a time when he was young and had tried to hang himself from a mulberry tree. He explains that just as he was about to die, he heard the sound of a bird singing. He also tasted a mulberry from the tree he had tried hanging himself from. He describes how the sweetness of the mulberry was so intense that it was like he was tasting it for the very first time. This scene is powerful in many ways. Firstly, it serves to humanize the taxidermist and to show that even those who have lived through difficulty and painful experiences can find meaning in life. Secondly, it raises questions about the nature of life and death and the idea that life is a precious and fragile gift. Finally, it highlights the idea that life can be found in the smallest moments of beauty and wonder, and that these moments can be enough to sustain us, even in the face of adversity. This moment of beauty and wonder stopped him from taking his own life, and instead he decided to live. This moment serves to further illustrate the idea that life can be found in small moments of beauty and wonder, and highlights the power of senses to connect us with the world around us. This moment serves to emphasize the idea that even in difficult and painful moments, life can still be full of beauty and wonder. In conclusion, Taste of Cherry is a film that will stay with you long after the credits have rolled. It is a film that invites you to engage with the big questions of life and to consider what it means to be alive in a world that can often seem arbitrary and meaningless. And this is why it remains one of Abbas Kiarostami's greatest works till date. A film that will continue to captivate audiences for generations to come. So that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. If you like these kind of videos, do let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care.